playing it and watching it, not his thing. What do I do? Instead, it turned out Charlie really liked scouting. So the first clue was in 2012 when Charlie was 6 years old. We attended a bottle rocket day from the Cub Scout back in '59. We met Art Keating, who's in the back over there, right back there. Art and Nick Ray that day, who set us up with the bottle rocket. And Charlie loved it. He joined the pack that afternoon. He went to Camp Yawpaw for a week. He loved that. He was mesmerized by the skits and enthralled by the humor that they showed all this stuff. He just loved the whole program. So when my patient George Boothby, who's back over here, George Boothby learned that we had joined the local pack. He gave me a book of knots as a gift to Charlie. I politely accepted the gift, but figured he's way too young to care about such crazy things as knots. Like, who wants to deal with that? But to my amazement, Charlie read and reread this entire book over and over. He would ask me to read it during our nightly bedtime book. I tried to find it. We still have that book somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually in his room at West Point. So, what happened over the next few years is not at all what I expected. To my other surprise, I saw myself getting sucked into scouting. Slowly at first, during the meetings, I would read the scout book just to pass the time. I realized there was so much information in it that I wish I had known. All kinds of skills, how to read animal tracks, how to identify plants, how to build and be careful with fire, how to use a knife, how to prepare yourself, how to act towards other people, to be kind, to be courteous, how to be a good citizen, and how our amazing country works. All these lessons are in scouting. I realized that these were things as a parent that I had planned to teach him, except that scouting did it with a more structure and timing, so I bought into the scouting. Charlie opened my eyes to experience that I would never have without the forcing me. So I sat back and watched him absorb and grow. He learned the basics. But what was truly amazing to watch was how philosophy was asked by younger scouts to be taught something. He loved mentoring. As he got older and more confident, the most incredible thing happened. He learned how to lead. Summer camps at Forestburg were a perfect example. When I showed up on the fourth day of the weekend-long trip in 2016, that first year, I was amazed that almost everyone at camp, both children and adults, knew who he was. They already knew Charlie. He was that kid proudly wearing that MAGA shirt. He said to me, "Dad, everyone says something to me when I wear this thing." He had no idea what MAGA meant, absolutely at all. But it was a magic shirt for him. He wore this thing, and he got the people to respond. The next couple of years, he never came to camp empty-handed. He always had a uniform, a helmet of some army across the globe, a uniform, something. He wore Russian, German, Belgian, Polish, Czech, French, among many others. One year he even came up with his ultimate weapon, a ghillie suit. So he would just walk around camp and try to blend in. He would lie down next to a pathway looking like a bush until some unsuspecting camper would come close, and he'd jump to his feet and surprise him. One night he crawled all the way into the inner circle of the Tewksbury troop and sat there for 10 minutes before anyone realized he was even there. Amazing to see how he related to young kids, older kids, and adults alike. There was something within him that blossomed through scouts. I'm amazed and humbled to watch him learn these skills by his immersion in this program. I was very happy. Camping trips in Forestburg in particular became his happy place. So he was very disappointed he couldn't make the trip his last year of high school because he was attending Drum Major Academy in Massachusetts. But he did make it down for the last evening and day just to say goodbye to his friends. Some of them were here. Zandri, Heidi, and Peanut Butter was back there. We're all back at the table. Peanut Butter Scouts, by the way, his real name is Will. Peanut Butter is not what he's named. He came into the cafeteria for dinner on the last evening. When the other troops saw that Charlie was finally there, they stood up and gave a spontaneous ovation. The most incredible thing I've ever seen. The entire place was so excited to see you. You're not even in our town. These kids didn't know who any of us were, but everyone knew you, and were so excited they gave you an ovation. The next morning, he went to the tech center to check emails and opened his email. The email that was sent on his current path. This email offered him a spot as a cadet at West Point, class of 2027. It was fitting that Charlie learned of this offer to West Point on his final day of the camp at his happy place there. His future path was now laid out. From the place where he learned so many life lessons that made him who he is today. Charlie was so supportive of our troop, even after graduation and attending the military academy. He has returned home over breaks and attended our meetings, and even brought along some other cadets as well, some of whom are here today who've been to our meetings. Thank you for helping. Last summer, he had 2 weeks off between cadet field training and aerosol, and he spent one of them with us, which is what Mr. Thomas said. That patient of mine was indeed correct. My kid opened my eyes and showed me things I would never have experienced or thought possible. Thank you.
Aww.